That's probably one we just need to sequence, right? We figure out what we want to do with the parking, then go create a parking problem and fix the parking.
Right, that's the last thing I want to do is have this turn into a traffic jam. You know. But just again, just a heads up. This is, that's why we're discussing it. It's just a discussion only. If there's other projects you can think of, this is what we do. But if we do all of this, according to the.
Do we have any other non-buried electrical lines in town?
Only Sunrise Bay is on, or I'm sorry, Sunrise Bay, only the shores.
Shores.
So the shores has buried, and then a long peninsula on the lakefront. They buried it along the lakefront, that last row of houses. And that's like $1 million. It's an absolutely insane amount of money to bury utilities. I have not heard back yet. I'm still trying to work out with Suddenlink and AT&T to find out if there's something we can do about utilities. Lay fiber or lay something when we're doing utilities. I'm still working on that. I've got a company that's talking to me about doing wires. Trying to do a wireless thing for all of this.
How does that work?
Satellite?
Just doing the small nodes, like that was the small node stuff that we're. Yeah, I think they just, they put it on like the telephone pole, our little light poles and stuff. It's just light, so, nothing. So we'll see. But back to, so if you look at the, just real quick here, just to summarize then. So on the utility side, if we do this, so what we've been doing in the past is that we've been spending a lot of money on, CapEx in the past. So the utility fund has been slowly building up a little bit each year, about $20,000. That's what Mark was talking about. We make about $100,000 in cash flow from the utility fund, in a normal year, but then we suck it up using R&D, or doing the, putting new motors in and upgrading and R&D. Okay. But you can see if we do this, this will get our utilities up. This will probably next year, if we do get, if this works out, about a $60,000 increase. That should get our utility fund reserve up to about $200,000, and that's a nice number for us. And the reason why that's a nice number for us is that when we get our bond rating for the roads, is that the rating agency looks at all of your everything. It looks at not only the city side, but it also looks at the utility side. And we look very good that we're up to date on all of our utility stuff. We're generating positive cash flow, and we have those reserves. So getting the utility fund cash up is a priority for us. Not that we're bad. We have over $100,000 in reserve now. We'll have $150,000 by the end of the year. But that again makes us look good for the bond rating agencies that we're up to speed. And the utility fund has no debt. That makes us very different than most cities. We've been able to expand the utility system without taking on any debt. Okay, so this is the budget. So the kind of the chronology is next month. You want to help? Next month we approve the budget, but we set the tax rate, and then what do we do?
You set you approved the budget in July or in August. You set the tax rate in September.
Ratify something.
Okay, so
ratify the budget.
Okay, so next month what will happen is I'll bring in the numbers. I'll have the latest update from DCAD on the appraised values. Kind of like we'll just update the numbers and see where we're at, and then we'll move forward. Okay? But take a look at these. Like I say, if there's something, certainly we can change anything you want to change.
So we can look at this with a fine-tooth comb. We have next month to make any final changes, and then we have to approve the budget in August.
Typically what we do is that because the DCAD numbers, the certified totals, so if you're going to, what a lot of cities do, like what we're going to do, we don't know what our tax rate would be until we know what our debt payment is. We don't know what the tax is, because we don't know what the appraised values are yet. That happens in July. So in early July, they give us the certified totals. And that's what everybody uses to calculate the official tax numbers then. So we won't know that until July. So everybody then goes back in and rejiggers the numbers. So like for instance, this, for the city fund, for the city fund up here, this 270,000 is based on our current appraised values, and that's the 25 cents. But people are going to be appealing. I go next week, and so we don't know what the right number is for that yet.
Sure.
I'll know that in our July meeting.
Okay.
So we'll get revised numbers in July. And then just working backwards, typically then next meeting we'll have the MDD budget. So we'll talk about that.
So July is the last chance for us to make any.
Well, we vote on it in August. We could.
You can still tweak it.
In August?
Yeah, we can tweak it again in August. But typically now we'll start having public hearings for next month. We won't vote on it. And then, yeah. The trigger is the setting the tax rate. That's got a deadline.
Gotcha.
So you just work backwards off that. Okay? All right. Okay. Next up on the agenda is executive session. I don't think we need anything for executive session. I don't think we need to have one. So, any staff comments, Linda? Other than you're back?
Being back.
We're happy about
Yes,
You're
very
right, I'm
happy.
happy about that as well.
And I'll tell you,
Do not fall, stay in a bubble.
No, yeah, I am.
that.
So-
Tell her that we're
Don't move.
we had volunteers for both those, for basically for 2 weeks, and it worked out really well. I mean, the volunteers worked out really, really well. I was very pleased. I mean, they were really dedicated and
From
they did a great job. Yeah, we had people from the town volunteer. We had coverage every day,
Good.
and they were terrific.
The end of every day, they sent me a text or an email with phone messages and what happened during the day, so I could get through things.
It was, they did a great job. I mean,
That's nice.
it was,
That's very nice. I refuse to step foot in town hall without you, Carolyn. It's just
That's good to know.
It was very dark there. Nobody was turning any lights on.
No.
I look around and there's somebody sitting at
It's like an empty hole, and this car wasn't there. I'm like, what is happening?
What do you have, Linda, 5 people? 5? 5 or 6?
I think it was 5.
5, right?
Yeah.
5
I
different.
was not thank you cards.
They just said that maybe a thank you card.
Yeah, I've already done that.
We have the appreciation letter at the end of the year too.
Yeah, they'll be included in that.
Okay. No.
3-year-olds.
We're not doing a poll for
You're up. You're up.
I make a motion to adjourn.
All right, Serena motions to adjourn. Do I have a second? Daryl seconds. All those in favor? And we're out of here at, what time is it? 8:49.
And
All
I
right.
make a motion never to allow you to choose a cake again.
Time to go home.
Yeah.
What was with the,
Oh
why
my
is the,
gosh, it's so
I gotta
terrible
hope
compared to
Toronto
all
was
the
Terrible was
cakes.
it?
All the cakes Linda picks, hers are so much better than
I don't know, I broke my fork on the frosting.
It's,
Did you make that cake?
No, I did not. It was very expensive because nobody makes yellow cakes with chocolate frosting.
Hey,
That's
that's,
water.
Mr. Hockey, did you watch the game last night?
Well, I thought there was a great cake, personally.
Yeah.
Did you Miles watch the game?